When I was learning English, something always confused me. Every single textbook had a unit about the weather, each and every one. And I remember thinking, why? Where I'm from, we don't talk about the weather all that much. It's just there. But then I moved to the UK and I understood. Yes, it rains more. That part is true. But the real reason why people talk about the weather so much here is that it's constantly changing. It's not that it's always bad, it's that it's unpredictable. You can genuinely experience what feels like 4 seasons in one day sometimes. Sun in the morning, rain 5 minutes later, strong wind, and then blue skies again. So stay with me. We'll look at weather vocabulary, how people actually use it in conversation, and I'll use a few short clips from movies to show you what it really sounds like. Good morning! What are your favorite hiking spots? It's almost time for my appointment. Can I walk there or should I take a bus? Hi everyone, and welcome to Just Saying. Just one quick thing before we talk about how people actually use the weather socially. A lot of learners ask me, do I really need to learn a lot of weather vocabulary? And the answer is no. You only need a small base. For temperature, you mainly need cold and freezing, hot and boiling. People like to exaggerate.
Someone get me a coat, I'm freaking freezing. Oh gosh, it's hot in here.
They are not giving measurements, they're sharing feelings. Although for rain, I suggest a few more options. Spitting, drizzling, raining, pouring, chucking it down. Even in a place where it rains a lot, this is really enough for normal conversations.
Is it still raining? I hadn't noticed.
And once you have that small base, the social part makes much more sense. When someone says, "It's cold today, isn't it?" they're not asking for facts. They don't want to hear, "Yeah, it's just 5 degrees." What they really want is an agreement. You're not measuring, not correcting, you're sharing a feeling and connecting. Now, let's talk about what people actually say. A lot of the time, instead of saying, "It's cold out there," they'll say, "It's freezing, it's absolutely freezing, it's bitter out there."
It's freezing in here.
Instead of saying, "It's raining," they're likely to say, "It's pouring, it's chucking it down, it hasn't stopped all day."
Wow, it is raining cats and dogs out there.
And instead of saying, "The weather's quite bad," they're likely to say, "It's miserable, it's awful, it's horrendous out there." Because the weather changes so much, people actually talk about how it feels and not just how it is. Another important point is that the weather is just a way to start talking. Nice weather today. This doesn't mean the weather's perfect. It means I'm being friendly. I acknowledge you. We can have a conversation. And the weather's safe. No opinions, no arguments, no conflict.
Yeah, Santa Ana's.
Pardon?
The wind, it's what makes it so warm this time of year.
Legend has it, when the Santa Anas blow, all bets are off. Anything can happen.
Another thing that surprises a lot of learners is that complaining about the weather is actually quite polite. If someone says, "The weather's terrible, isn't it?" they're inviting a connection. And shared complaints build rapport. People also use the weather to soften things. It could be worse, at least it's not raining. So now you know why every English textbook has a unit about the weather. Not because of rain, but because of change. Weather changes, plans change, moods change. And if you talk about the weather like a forecast, you won't sound natural. But if you talk about the weather like shared experience, you'll sound fluent. Just saying. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new today, please like this video and let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this one every week, and follow me on social media for more tips on speaking fluent English. Bye!